This game, Big Jerry versus Hawarang. That is the Tekken character, right? I think Harawang is the Tekken character, if my 12-year-old brain remembers correctly. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the guy that does lots of kicks. Hut, 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 hut. I mean, he could, like, combo people in the air just by doing lots of different kicks. I think that was that guy. I might be completely and utterly talking bollocks. So, yeah, if I am, just you know, take the piss out of me. I deserve it. But I'm pretty sure I'm right. I do like my fighting games. Street Fighter. Tekken. I'm more of a Street Fighter fan. I've always normally been a Street Fighter. I like the Marvel vs. Capcom games. All them sort of stuff. Super Smash Bros. Melee. Anywho, moving on. We're talking about the wrong game here, because we're talking about Age of Empires. Number 3. The best Age of Empires that has ever existed. Maybe up until Age of Mythology comes out. But I still think it's going to be hard to beat Age of Empires 3. Who's looking forward to Age of Empires, Age of Mythology? I can't wait. I cannot wait. Anywho, Hawarang. Don't actually know who this is. He's 2k elo, so very good player. Someone said maybe it's Opti, but I don't know. But we'll see how the play style is, because Opti has a very unusual play style. He is like a sort of top 10, top 15 player, so yeah, but we'll see. Let's have a look at this deck. Again, nothing out of the ordinary. It does have 600 gold and 600 wood. But other than that, no. It's got refrigeration. Yeah, pretty standard. Going for free vills. Going for TP start. Again, that's pretty much the meta with France these days. It never used to be at the beginning of DE. Like, it definitely wasn't. It was still going for, like, the hunting dogs and stuff was definitely the meta. Well, at one point, there was 12-10 was the meta, right? Or 13 vills. I think it was 12-10 was the meta, just because it was so fast. And it was so deadly, and you could just, like, rush, like, dual racks, musketeer rush at, like, you'd have, like, 10 musks in someone's base at, like, 5 minutes or just before. You know, it was absolutely insane. But the meta definitely these days is 14 vills or 13 vills if you get a good food treasure with a TP start. Let's take a look at Jerry. Again, a couple of different meta starts with Portugal these days. 13 is if you're like the standard player. If you're a standard fair player, it's going for 13 vills. Getting a house, but then not even picking up the other 100 wood. If Jerry didn't do that, then he would be age up a couple of seconds quicker. But only by a couple of seconds. But sometimes that can be all the difference between winning and losing. And then once he transitions, he'll go probably into a TP. Yeah, it looks like he is. Or we've got like the sort of 10-10 going on these days, where people go for, they just go for 10 vills, and then they get a TP from the get-go. And then do kind of some crazy fast-forward rushes. I think Swisher Guts at the moment is rising up the ranks doing that. He certainly beat me the other day doing it. Although, I think it's probably the first time he's beaten me. It did catch me off guard, I have to say. Those free organ guns are pretty insane. Is he going to go beyond 200 wood? Is he going to want market techs, etc.? No, just the straight 200. So, looking like he's going to go for for TP. Is he going to go for Fast Fortress? The Philosopher's Prince. Is that the 500 food? I can't remember. It's not the Quartermaster, so it must be... It's not the Nature one, the Naturalist. So that's the 2 vills. So it must be the 500 food. So, interesting. Going for 500 food. First shipment will be 700 gold, so that will guarantee him Fast Fortress. He's gone for 300 gold, but he's just about missed it. But thanks to Fatorius with that tiny little trickle, he will be able to get it. Even putting one village on there. Almost forgetting that Fatorius will take that over the line. But double TP now coming in for Hawarang. Yep, there it is. The 500 food, 700 gold. And the question is, how aggressive is this TC going to be? How aggressive is he going to be? Because this is what we've kind of seen at the moment. Is usually you see it with a 10-10, but you can do it with the 13-10 because that's pretty... 13-20, the 13 village up because it's pretty fast as well. Jerry being a little bit of a pussy, I feel like. He did want to be aggressive here, but not going all the way in. Not going all the way. That's what she said. You always want to go all the way, lads. But yeah, being a little bit cautious. And being on the periphery here. This is a nice kind of natural choke point, though, so he's picked a good place to do it. He's got a gold mine here, and a native here, some trees and some herds, so it'll be difficult to push in here. Definitely will give him a huge defender's advantage. Even a church coming in for Hwoarang. So we know what Jerry's going to be doing, but what is Hwoarang doing? So he's gone for 4 Vil, 700 wood. 700 wood is coming in now. So he chopped for another TP in transition. He's also with the 400 wood from Age Up. He's decided to get Stagecoach and a church. He hasn't even got another house yet. So it looks like he's timing this. He knows the timing for this really well because yeah, he's gonna need a house quickly, and it looks like he's gonna delay his next batch of villager only slightly. So 1, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 6 or 7 seconds. So yeah, not bad. Now going for a stable. That's a late stable, very late stable. 700 gold coming in. So maybe going for Fortress Age timing as well, but a much greedier Fortress timing than Jerry. Might not even make any goons, Hussars, but we'll see. He doesn't even really have the population space. Wow, going for double barracks. Interesting. Interesting. That church is interesting as well. Like, does he really want that XP that desperately? He doesn't have the church card, so he's solely getting this for XP. And obviously now that he's got Stagecoach, that's not going to give him XP anymore because he decided to get gold. So, yeah, relying on this church now to give him that extra boost of XP. Scouts this all out very nicely, knows where this second TP is, and that will tell him that Jerry's being a bit aggressive here. Like, normally what you see is Portugal players like to put their town centers together for defensive purposes. But yeah, it's definitely going to tell him that he's being quite aggressive there. Still 100 XP to get. That's still super useful, even in the later stages of the game. Like, that's a treasure which is always useful. Like, 100 XP is always good. So yeah, very nice. Ping that up. Oh, Shotter Warriors. Jerry's aged up with the Shotter Warriors. Interesting. Not something you see very often. I used to like doing it, and I still do when I play Portugal. Against certain civs, I feel like Shotter Warriors are a great tool to kind of... They fit that role of, like, you know, when Spain go for the fortress timing, and they go for the age up with the 4 Hussars. These Shotter Warriors kind of serve the same purpose, but they're not quite as good as Hussars, I don't think, 4 Hussars. But there is 5 of them, so... yeah, but deciding not to go for the raid, deciding to go for the Explorer instead, which, yeah, I think is a good shout. It's a guaranteed, like, 45 XP, right? And his inability to do anything with his Explorer anytime soon, that is. But sneaking a scout around here, so maybe going to go try and pick it up with a scout. Going to try and come around the edge here, see if they can... Look at these guys go. Look at that shield on the back. Look at them bad boys. In they come with their double scythes. But they're deciding to siege. No, okay. TC fire. Oh, he's going to kill one. Oh, he gets one. He gets one. Totally worth aging up with Shotter Warriors now. He killed one. He looks like he's going to kill a skirmisher. Damage another one. If not, kill a second one. Oh, a second one goes down. A third one goes down. 3 skirmishers and a CDB. That is 100% worth it. That is 100% worth it. Great age-up choice there. Killing a CDB. Brilliant. Hwoarang going for this kind of double skirmisher slash comp. That's interesting. And no wonder this is why he went so greedy. Because he needs these resources to double pump from a barracks and... to pump from a stable, particularly Curs, which are one of the most expensive units in the game. So yeah, interesting. Veteran Hussars coming out for Jerry. Okay, not something you see usually this early on with a fortress. A double stable. Maybe Jerry was deciding to listen to me when I was talking about the goon artillery meta. Huge investment though to get veterancy for these Hussars. And definitely wants goons as opposed to anything else. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, goon organ gun right now would be insane. Goon organ gun would be insane. Obviously, it wouldn't be good against Skirm Goon, but it would be good against Skirm Heavy Cav. Barracks going down. We'll have Minutemen from this town centre. Ooh, just about getting that villager inside. Very nice. Very nice. Now, imagine if this hero was alive right now. That's nearly 400 HP that could just be coming up here, get a snare on all these units. That could be the difference. Oh, one villager building and just about gets that barracks built up in time. Massive sigh of relief from Jerry there. Score's very close, though, so which is usually quite good for Portugal. Doesn't want to lose that TC, because obviously now you invest in Fatorius. You have that trickle, which you definitely don't want to lose. Third TC just up here as well. So has the option of going for another set of Minutemen. So double Minutemen could be coming here. Boom. Veteran Hussars are going straight into the skirmishers. The skirmishers are getting slaughtered. The Minutemen are going on to melee. Yeah, I mean, they're distracting the Kurz. But, I mean, great job killing those Skirms. But the How's just about to say, how's he going to deal with the Kurz? And the Halberd is popping at the perfect timing. Oh, that is beautiful, Jerry. That is just beautiful. Chef's kiss. Beautiful. And that's always the danger of diving in against TC, you know. And there's it just like that. Just like that. Beautiful halberdier pop. It was looking... I don't know. Those Kurz, I think, would have destroyed the Hussars. But those... And it would have probably been left a little bit equal. But yeah, just... And this is what I said at the start, right? Jerry didn't listen to me, which is definitely the right option. Because when I was talking about going all the way in... Oi, oi. Look at this choke point here. Look at this gold mine. Look at this native. So did you see how that engagement went? Right? He had to go... Harang had to go all the way around this gold mine to engage with these units. Because that's what he wanted to do. And so that's just so much time. You're having to cross Minutemen, it gives you such a huge advantage as the defender there. And so Jerry, I think, won the game purely because he picked the right TC placement. He was being aggressive with the TC placement, but he also was being defensive with it at the same time. So yeah, really nice TC placement there by Jerry. Unfortunately, Harang could have gone for this one, but even this one could be a bit difficult. There's a big choke point here with this cliff, and then you've got lots of little choke points with this kind of wall of trees here. So yeah, great, both of these TCs, great TC placement. So yeah, Jerry using that big brain of his, utilizing the land to his advantage. Harang though, killing it for the resources. But yeah, nice build by the French player. Very greedy play, but yeah, probably would have just been better off going Skirm Goon, to be quite honest with you. GG.